Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the Stoneblade Wednesday stream. Got a surprise guest as well, I guess not a surprise game. I told everyone about this, but we are showing off Ascension Tactics Inferno tonight for the first time, besides, unless you were lucky enough to see it at PAX Unplugged last year. But I got Justin with me tonight. Justin, how you doing?
Great surprise! Haha, very
Woo!
excited to be here.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I guess we got a little bit of talk about here, showing off Ascension Tactics to everybody.
yeah, there is so much to talk about here. So, Ascension Tactics, I'm going to give a little precursor for anybody that's joining that doesn't know what we're talking about here, right? Ascension, deck building game that I designed some 13 years ago now. I'm old, spoiler alert. And was one of the first deck building games. And then, in honor of the 10th anniversary, we made Ascension Tactics, which was a tactical miniatures game that used the same deck building mechanic of Ascension, but also included tactical miniatures and awesome cool things. We ran a huge Kickstarter back in 2020, and that has now turned into this really cool expansion, Ascension Tactics Inferno. So we've been teasing details about this on our social media. Or you have, Lucas, since
Yep.
you've been running that. So good job there. We've been sending out preview minis on our emails. We even previewed a full prototype of the game at PAX Unplugged, as you alluded to. But now we wanted to show it off on the stream, show this tabletop simulator version, which is not showing you everything. As you can probably tell, the board here is not the final board, and there's a bunch of things that are not in this. But our goal is to start getting people hyped, getting people excited, because we just announced that we are launching this new Kickstarter on February 23rd, right? Is that the date?
21st.
21st. 21st. This is why Lucas is here to help make sure that I don't mess
it's
this up.
it's a
The
Tuesday, right?
21st.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
Tuesday.
Tuesday, correct? It's
Yeah,
a Tuesday. So we're talking about literally less than 3 weeks away now.
that is correct.
Which is very exciting. So we want to start, let people know what they're getting, right? What they're excited about. So in addition to over 50 exciting new miniatures, well over 100 new cards for the center deck, a a lot of really cool new mechanics. We'll get into some of them here. We're not going to spoil all of them. The game is fully compatible with the original Ascension Tactics. It's completely playable on its own. It has its own board, terrain maps. You can see some of the terrain pieces here, even though the board is not final. You can see there's brand new card types, brand new scenarios, brand new campaign mode that can be played with up to 4 players. We have a whole mechanic around that. And just the same fun core gameplay. So we're going to show off some of the gameplay. We're going to show off some of the characters here. We're going to continue to spoil new cards, new characters, and new mechanics over the coming weeks. And I'm pretty sure by next week, this time, we'll have a version of this that you can play yourself for free on Tabletop Simulator. So we're so confident in the game. We're so excited about it. You can play it without paying us a dime. And if you like it and you want to get all the cool miniatures and cool components, then you could back the Kickstarter. Anybody that wants to or thinks this might even be something you kind of sort of are interested in, you can go to our Kickstarter page now. I think probably the easiest way to get there is either follow the link that Lucas has posted, or if for some reason you're just listening and don't want to look at the chat, you go to stoneblade.com. It's pretty easy to get your link over there. And we have a bonus special that we haven't really publicized super well yet, which is that anybody that backs on day one, these are the people that are just, our core supporters, people who are just in it to win it. You will get your name in the rule book as a thank you for being a part of the campaign. In addition to all the exclusive goodies that Kickstarter backers can get, like the miniatures. The only way to get the miniatures is through Kickstarter. So if you back it, you can get the miniatures. In fact, if you miss the first Ascension Tactics Kickstarter, the only way for you to get those miniatures is through this second Kickstarter campaign. So we'll have the original miniatures. If you just got the retail edition, you can get miniatures to add to it. If you don't have any of it, you can get the whole thing. And of course, all the fun, cool new stuff with Tactics Inferno. Did I cover enough stuff? Did I miss anything before we get into the nitty gritty of play here, Lucas?
Yeah, when I said go ahead and take the ball, I didn't know you were gonna go for everything there. You were on a roll. I think that's most of everything that we've kind of shown off here. I guess longtime Ascension fans will know that we now have the Fallen here as a faction that you can play in Ascension Tactics Inferno. So we got a
Oh
fifth new
yeah.
faction here.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about that then, because so you can highlight some of the cards for people, right? So this is something that we just spoiled recently. Ascension, through its entire 13-year history, has only had 4 factions and has never introduced another faction. People have asked me about introducing another faction for the longest time. This is the first time that it felt right to do so, and it's because the story of Ascension Tactics is about going into the world of Deathfall. This is the world of Samael, the great fallen god that you battle in the very first Ascension set. So it was originally called Ascension Chronicle of the Godslayer. Now you can see it as Ascension 10th Anniversary Edition. And we've learned through this new story that, it turns out many of these monsters, quote unquote, were not really bad guys. They were just fallen. They were corrupted. They had a lot of challenges. Samuel was originally a god of love, and ended up becoming this demon figure. And so part of our goal in Ascension Tactics Inferno is to go into this hellscape and rescue and redeem these monsters, and they have become the fallen faction. So they are both champions that you can draft and play at the beginning of the game, and cards, heroes, and constructs that you can acquire throughout play. So good highlight there. So that's one of the cool new mechanics, one of the cool new things in Ascension Tactics Inferno. What other cool new things should we talk about, Lucas?
Let's see. Oh, we have transform minis as well. So now there are certain heroes. For example, I have Sidranus over here, who, when I command Sidranus, and if I have 2 or more void cards in my discard pile, he becomes this unleashed tentacle monster version of himself that has area, attack, and reach. Basically becomes this giant monster that goes around and wipes out everything in his path.
Yeah, the transform minis are just such a fun mechanic, right? So we did a variety of them. I think you can see. I think we have 3 of them that are available in this game. And it was something that the design of these came from a couple factors. One, it's just cool to see like a small mini like experience that transformation into some cool big badass miniature. And two, part of what's fun about a deck building game is that feeling of progression, that feeling of growth as your deck gets better, you get cool, bigger new cards. And this transform mechanic really is a great way to give you that feeling with your miniatures themselves. So once they transform, they stay transformed for the whole game. So it's kind of a little mini quest, a little mini goal for yourself to complete throughout play. So yeah, very cool. And they all the transform cards tell you on the card what to do to transform them. They're all unique. And then you go get the higher level card, and you go get the higher level mini, and boom, you're ready to go.
Yeah, I think that is about it here. I think as we go through the game, we can kind of just give a rundown of how the game plays here, but it's pretty easy to follow, especially if you're familiar with Ascension. Essentially, instead of killing monsters, we use our command here. Instead of killing monsters, we get to command our champions here. Uh, so every turn, we'll play out our hand.
Ooh,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was finish your description. There's another thing I want to talk about afterwards.
Oh yeah, sure. So basically, it's to spend your runes here to buy things from the center row and add them to your discard pile. Shuffle them in your deck just like regular Ascension. And then you also have these command points here. Every time you command a champion, they get to move 3 spaces and attack. So they have their attack value here and defense value. Basically, you run up, you hit somebody, and if you have a stronger attack than their defense, you kill them. Um,
Yep.
Easy as that.
Right. Yep. So we're going to battle. We're commanding champions on the board. We're trying to get honor by controlling these honor shrines here. Every scenario has different rules, but the bulk of them use these honor shrines. If you control them by having the majority around an honor shrine at the end of the turn, you get 2 points. I believe typically the scenario plays up to 30 points, but maybe we'll play a shortened one here just for the stream. So we can, each scenario tells you how many points you need to win. And then there's another mechanic. I don't think we've spoiled the rat
I don't
yet.
believe we have.
Okay, so one of the fun things about Ascension Tactics, we have the Cultist in original Ascension. For those that know, you'd spend 2 power. It was off the side of the board. You could always spend 2 power to defeat it and get an honor. In Ascension, in Tactics Inferno, you got to summon the Cultist on your side, and it was a weak, but 2 command guy that you could carry with you. In Ascension Tactics Inferno, we instead pull in the Rats. One of our more popular promo cards from the early days was the Rat King. Summoned some rats and brought stuff into play. And so now we're doing the same thing here, except you get to summon the rats. You get to be the person that summons the rats. So each rat only costs 1 to command, but it has move -1. So they are a little slower. They can only move 2 spaces instead of 3. but they're very cheap, so they can run around the board and do things. They are minions, which means you can't put constructs on them or put extra tokens on them, but they're a fun little bonus mechanic, a very powerful, always available option, and there's lots of fun cards that interact with the rats to make them a little stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we ready to go, Lucas?
I think we're ready to go. I guess
All right.
we'll go ahead and start here. So I have the blue portal here, so I go first. So I'm gonna go ahead and
And
play. Okay.
no, and if there's anybody in the chat that has questions or anything's unclear, or you have other campaign or the product or anything like that, go ahead and ask them. We're happy to interrupt and chat. That's kind of the main point of being here. Lucas and I get to play all the time, but I'm gonna crush them on stream anyway.
Yeah, that seems about fair. I did win a PvP game this week, so I'm happy with that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, stepping up in the world. Uh, so I go ahead. I got 4 runes and a total of 3 commands here, thanks to my blue gateway. So I am gonna go ahead here. I'm looking for some void cards for Sodranis and some heavy. I got a lot of expensive cards here, so I'm gonna look for those as well. I think we'll go ahead. Ooh, I like the excavation
Void.
sentry.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The extra strategy works pretty well with a heavy void strategy. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, and then I have 3 to command. So we're gonna go ahead and bring out Sodranis and have him move up here. Yeah, we'll have him right here. Hopefully grab a treasure next time around. And I'll
Okay.
pass it on to you.
All righty. So I have 5 runes, and normally you get 2 power every turn by default for Gateway, but because I'm going second, I get an extra 2 power here. So I may have some fun and command my Lore Master, because he's just one of the coolest cards in the set. Lore Master is every time you command him, you actually get to pull a treasure card from the treasure bag and bring it over and attach it to Lore Master permanently for the rest of the game. So the more you command Lore Master, the more powerful Lore Master becomes. I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Why not? You know.
Get him out there.
So I'm gonna grab a treasure. Let's see what happens. Treasure. Ooh, +5 attack. All right, not one of the better ones I could pull for him, but still not bad. So he's now, instead of being a 6/6, he's an 11/6. And then with my 5, I'm going to buy this Arbiter Circlet because I want constructs for my Emma. It transforms when I have constructs. And let's see, do I be extra mean and take the Shadow Elemental away from you because you really want Void cards? I think I might.
What?
I would normally pull a different card, but I think I'm going to be that guy and pull that card from you. So that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
And I'm done with my turn.
Okay, I have a very similar turn here. The 4 and 3 again. Well, I mean, you called what I wanted, so it wasn't hard. I was pretty much saying it aloud, so I won't give you any
Yeah,
point
but so
for master strategy.
this is one of the things that is actually, like, I love about these kinds of games, like drafting games, like deck building games, where there's a common center row, and drafting games in general. All they thrive on those differing values for cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so these transform mechanics give you, from turn 1, they give you a clear direction, and they have and so both you say, hey, I want void cards, and I now know I want to potentially protect you from getting void cards. And that tension around, do I want to take the cards that are better for you but maybe not as good for me, versus focusing on my own strategy, is an interesting part of playing these games.
Yeah, and especially from early on here too, since we have these 4 champions in front of us, it's pretty apparent of what we might be going for very early on into the game. The whole drafting section of the champions can tell you a lot about the strategies that someone's going to try and go for during the game.
Well,
let's see here. I think I will go ahead and I got Dream Guide or Brother Elias. Acquire the top card of the center row. If it's a hero construct, costs 3 or less. Put it in my hand. I'm gonna
Brother
go with
Elias, high variance card, but
a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm gonna be lame this time. I'm gonna grab one of these Dream Guides here, and then maybe
it's not
grab.
lame. Seems like a fine strategy.
Yeah. Okay.
Dream Guides, a lot of resources, give you a balance, 2 runes, 2 power, pretty useful.
Mm-hmm. And then with my 3 command here, I am going to bring out my paladin, have Jira here move forward, and I have 1 command left, so we get to showcase the rat.
All right, nice. See, in the original Ascension tactic, you had 1 command left over. Very rarely could you do anything with it because there's not much to spend 1 command on. So part of the joy of introducing the rats was that they can actually be used here. So
Yeah.
it gives you more to do with your resources.
Welcome to the stream at Shinnon. Excited to see the gameplay. Thanks for streaming. Oh, no problem. Just we're excited to show it off here. We've been working on this for many, many months now. So
well over a year, in fact.
yeah.
This has been in the works. Great. Okay, so I have 3 runes and 4 power to spend. I'm going to use probably 2 of those to get the Sisters of the Wind. Would they have an ambush power? I can banish a card I played this turn. So I'm going to get rid of one of these apprentices. And that leaves me with 1 left over. Oh, bummer. I gave you a void card. And I've got 1 left over. I will probably take the Dimension Dimer because why not? And then with my 4, I'm gonna just, I don't know if it's the right strategy, but because every time I command Lord Master, he gets better, and it's a what's in the box kind of pull here. I get to just get a free treasure. It's like a loot draw every time. All right, I'm gonna pull another treasure for the Lord Master.
Ooh, 3 armor.
Ooh, +3 defense. All right, so now this guy's gone from a 6/6 to an 11/9. Pretty good, and we're gonna just post up right here by the victory point location. So now that I have it, and I'm gonna end my turn by the victory point location. In theory, I'll score 2 points at the end of the turn. Let's see if the mod works. It does. Great.
Ooh.
So I'm up 2 points to Lucas's 0 points. He basically has no chance anymore.
Yeah, it's basically over here. So
You might as well concede, Lucas.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'll give the people a little bit of a show, or at least I'll try to. I got 4 to spend, 3 to command. This Night Guard Elite looks pretty nice here, so I get to put it in my hand from the ambush ability. And I'll go ahead and play it here. So I'll have a total of 4, 5, 6 command this turn. We will go ahead and move Virik here.
Uh-oh.
For 4. And my favorite thing about Virik here is when he ends his move, transform an adjacent forest into a lifebound minion with 4 attack, 0 command, and 4 armor until the end of the turn.
It's really cool. It's my favorite designs.
I'm going to go ahead and unlock this forest here. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Pick this treasure up for me.
Nice.
And then
the trees are alive.
The trees are good. And then I have 2 left to spend here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and move my paladin 1, 2, 3. And by walking over this shrine here, this is one of the alternative win conditions of
we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't. So normally you win by having 30 points. Each shrine counts for 2 if you have control over it. However, if you activate all the beacons around the map here and have them flipped over to your color, you get, what did we decide? 15 points? 10. It's 10?
I think it's +10 right now.
+10?
Yeah, we're still balancing that, but I think it's +10. So you get a huge bonus instantly.
Yes. It's a Hail Mary, but it's a lot of fun to try and throw away in there. So I'll go ahead, activate that. I've already bought everything. I've spent all my command. I will end my turn, and because this forest is one of my champions here, I'm going to get 2 points.
That's right. The forest stays as champion until the end of the turn. After that, it turns back into a regular old tree. So good job there.
Well, thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Now, what am I going to do in my new situation? Doesn't look like a lot that I can do. All right, so I think as much fun as it is to command my Lore Master, I do have other champions on my squad.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll command some of them also. Am I willing to give up any card acquisition this turn? I think I am. All right, so we're going to play an Arbiter Circlet onto my Aria. Whoops. So it's a construct that attaches to Aria Redforge. Aria Redforge is great, speed +1 and ignores terrain movement penalties. So very fast at moving around the board. So a really good card to increase their stats.
Hmm.
Uh, and then, oh my God, I just saw the joke that got posted in the thread, and I can't even read it out loud. This is
I'm
you're gonna
gonna.
love this one,
I've
Lucas.
got.
You're gonna love this one. This is right up your alley. I like.
From my dear friend Skippy Granola, does commanding the tree units make you a branch manager? And the answer I have to say is yes. Vieric is a
That's
businessman
so
of the
good.
forest.
That's so good. That's so good. Thank you, Skippy. You've added a lot of value to the stream. That was awesome. We love really bad jokes around here, as you may learn.
That's how I
The
got a job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically right. That's basically right. All right, I'm going to use my Sisters of the Wind here to turn one of my apprentices into a heavy infantry. I also banished another one when I played the Arbiter Circlet. Arbiter
Ooh.
Circlet. So I'm really getting rid of my cards here. I've got 5 command. I'm going to use 2 of them to command Arya Redforge. Arya Redforge can move 4 spaces and ignore the terrain penalty. So she's gonna pick up this wonderful little spot here. And then I'm going to use my Yuck Tribe War Priest. Yuck Tribe War Priest, the most commented on preview we've had. Uh, the com the combinations of descriptions of him as buff Yoda or a Gremlin, Moses Gremlin, I think, are
Yes.
the most popular.
Somebody called
But
a. Someone said that the tablet in his hand looked like is holding a skateboard, which was a new one today.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, Yuck Tribe War Priest is actually a callback. Yuck Tribe Gremlins were from the. That's how she said it now.
That would have
Can't
been
remember the name.
gift to the elements.
Thank you. I designed it. I just didn't remember the name. And so the goblins were a fun thing. You could infest and put them into other people's decks, and there were different effects there. And the Enlightened had one that was on their side that could turn them to your side. So this is a callback to that. So anyway, the nice cool power about this one is he's a goblin. He likes treasure, so he can actually take adjacent treasures just like if he landed on them. So I'm going to pick up this treasure right here. So I'm getting back into a nice little treasure. I'm kind of got a treasure theme to my deck here. I've got
Yeah.
the Lore Masters that accumulates treasures. I've got my Yuck Tribe War Priest, and then Arya Redforge isn't officially a treasure theme, but she just is very good at picking them up. So
She'll
I'm in
run
my
around.
turn,
Yeah.
score 2 more points because my Lore Master's still putting in work, and then I
Hmm.
am done.
Okay.
Paladin Furby, another
Pal.
good one. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a very gross looking Furby. I'll have to say it, but
I've got. I mean, Furbies are a little terrifying when you really think about it.
yeah, they're a little.
I,
They get in the uncanny
I,
valley there a little bit.
okay, I'm gonna say one thing I'm not supposed to say, but there is a mini that I am so excited to spoil and so excited to reveal, and my team has forced me to not reveal it early to save it. It is the maybe one of the things I'm most proud of in my entire career to have made, and I guarantee you that Skippy Granola will love it because it's hilarious. It's gigantic. It's the biggest mini we've ever made, and it is a ton of fun and really cool to play with. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to stop there.
no one's even seen that. No
Yeah,
one's even seen that one. Yeah,
no
that's
one, no one has seen it. We haven't just spoiled it anywhere. Nobody outside of our team has seen it. It is freaking awesome. I don't know if we can honestly afford to build it because it's so big and giant. It's like I think this is part of why we're doing a Kickstarter. Everybody, so we have enough back to help us realize these ridiculous dreams that we have. Anyway, it's really cool. It's really awesome. I will 100% talk about it as soon as my team lets me. They would kill me if I talked about it anymore now. But it's the best thing, the best mini we've ever made. We haven't talked about it yet. So anyway, I'll leave that teaser there.
I agree. It's pretty great. Okay, now so my turn here. I had a nice turn. I got to play my excavation sentry, and I picked out my Night Guard elite from my discard pile.
Oh, their deck is working well.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 command this turn.
That is insane.
Which is wonderful, and 4 to spend. If I let's see what we got up here right now. My Mechana and Fallen Champions cost 1 less to command. Sadly, not that worth it here for me. But what we are going to do is we're going to spend +2 movement.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to have Sodranis go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can pick up this
Ooh,
treasure.
grabbing a treasure.
And
I like it.
I'll go ahead and I'll attack Loremaster here for 9 because of Night Guard's Elite. My Void Champions get
Oh,
5
but 9
attack.
is exactly the right amount.
It is.
And I'm an 11-9. All right. Well, so it seems to me like this treasure here, which gives me plus defense and then strikes back on you, would be a good card to play, a good treasure to play right now.
I'd say
What
so
do you think?
sad. I'd say so
What do you think?
sadly.
So instead of my guy dying, your guy dies. That's
Yeah,
what I. That's
yeah. We'll have Sidranus die this time.
all
Um,
right.
and
Booyah! That was a
then
really clutch treasure drop. Thanks to the Paladin Furby for picking that one up for me.
yes. So that was 3 of my 11. So I'm now down to 8. So we still got monsters coming at your way.
Oh yeah, you got plenty going on.
I'm gonna go. I kind of don't want to use. If I go 1. Yeah. So I'm gonna have Virik go here, pick up a treasure.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have
Send
this
the tree.
send the tree on over here to attack the
Oh
Lore Master.
no! Oh no! The tree finishes him off. How embarrassing!
But
How
does it still
embarrassing!
have strike back?
Oh, that would still have strike back. You're right. You're
Wonderful.
right. That's strike back to the end of the turn. So that at least I take out that darn tree.
I'm running out of tree infantry.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're down to 4 more left here. I think we'll go ahead and command Jira here. 1, 2, 3. Get another treasure. And then I'm left with 2 more, which is going to be 1 rat to pick up a treasure. And another rat just for fun.
Just for fun.
Just
Okay.
for fun. So that'll be my turn here, and I will score 2 points for Jira.
Yep. Jira's a 4/6, huh?
Yes.
Not a great solution for that one right now. All right, so I got 4 and 3. My turn is way more boring than yours. Wow. Okay. I suppose there's just not a lot of good options. Not a lot of good options. So I think that I might just throw away a little bit of value to try to get some points here. So I'm going to buy the Resourceful Trader, which makes my McKenna and Fallen Champions cost 1 less to command.
Okay.
I have 3 command. It means that I can move Arya Redforge for just 1. Taking the center space to lock up these 2 locations is pretty valuable. So I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to move Emma Ironheart for only 2 command this turn just to get her on the board and start some ruckus. So Arya is, facing down a pretty big threat here. But I think just to score the points and force you to maneuver is probably worth it. At least that's what I'm banking on.
Mm-hmm.
So for a low resource turn, I think it's the best I can do.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see what we got here. We will play this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 command this turn, and 3 to spend. Nothing really with an ambush that I'm looking for right now. So we are gonna go ahead here and walk up Virik.
Yep. Sure.
And he will hit Arya Redforge for 10.
Yep. That's gonna do it. And that makes my construct fall off there.
And for fun, we're gonna move.
Sad.
We'll move this forest here. 1, 2, 3.
To score some extra points.
Score some extra points and block off this area. And then
I like it.
That leaves 1 more command here. This rat is gonna go on quite the journey
to pick
work
up his way.
pick up
Working
some
his
treasures.
way across the board. All right, I like it.
I'll grab a fear wielder here to get another void card. Okay, off to you, Justin. And I'll get an additional +2 here because of the forest.
Yep.
So up to 10.
Okay. That was a bad time for me to lose my constructs. I got a card that cares about constructs right now, but that's okay. So I have 6 command. I have 5 runes. I could have destroyed a construct in theory, but that's not happening. All right, my 5 runes are going to get a flanking Ascara for sure. The Yuck Tribe War Priest also has a power, but every time I acquire a card of cost 5 or more, I get a free treasure.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take that treasure. Maybe that will help me. Now I've got my 6 command to spend. Fortunately, nobody's really in good positioning right now. And everybody's just kind of walking into your trees if I do anything else. It's not a great situation. It's not a great situation. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. I can't resist using this Lore Master. It's too much fun. I still don't think it's the right decision, but I'm going for it. We're gonna command the Lore Master. Ooh, speed
plus
bonus.
speed
That's
is
nice.
good though.
That's plus really good on him. All right, so now he's a 11, 13 attack, through +1 speed, 9 defense. Getting bigger and bigger and badder and badder. But where do I go with him, huh? Where do I go? What's a good position to hang out in? Do I let you get close enough with Lyric? Do I come around the other side? I think I got to be aggressive here a little bit here. I can't afford to mess around too much. And unfortunately, that's where I pay the price because I had 6 commands, so I can't command anybody else in any reasonable way. So we're gonna have to move rats after that. So it's a building turn.
Okay. I will. Ah, man, I am one rune away from what would have been a really funny turn of you buying Excavation Sentry, returning it with Excavation Sentry, and then getting my final Void card. But we're just gonna go ahead and bring out the Fear Wielder here.
I think Excavation Sentry's too good. That's what I'm finding out right
now. So let's see. That is going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 command. And I have Void Allegiance. I'm a ready and exhausted champion once this turn.
Yeah, that's very good. So ready and exhausted champion lets you command it a second time. You still have to have enough power to do so, but it is a very powerful card.
Let's see here. This Lore Master is starting to get a little bit scary there. I am going to go 1. Yeah, we'll go here. Just to be within, I'm going to play a range token. So Virik is
new
going.
New treasure type that people for that gives people range.
Yes.
So it's another one of the cool things we're spoiling. There's some other treasure options besides what was available in Ascension Tactics. All right, who's getting range?
I'm using it on Virik to attack your Lore Master.
For how much?
For 10 damage.
For 10. All right, I got 9 defense. I'm gonna give him +2 to push him a little bit over the edge to survive.
I will play a Devour Soul Treasure, so another new treasure, with another new token. So Devour Soul tokens here are now permanent buffs that are added to your characters that give them +1 attack and +1 defense. They can be acquired through this treasure or from cards in the center row.
Yep, that's a great idea. You know what? I'm going to put a Devour Soul in my champion also. That's such a great card. It's such a great mechanic. I'll keep it up. Oh, this is really big.
Yeah, you can make it smaller by pressing minus
on
it.
I'll shrink it down.
Yep. Well, okay. We're all spending some treasures here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll spend +2 attack here since you're out of treasures.
I am out of treasures. That is always a tough spot when you're in Ascension Tactics. You got no treasures. Your opponent does. You're kind of at their mercy, and in this case, that is true. My incredibly cool, but very dead Lore Master is removed from the board.
We will take this forest here. And I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to start cornering your team.
Just blocking off my side of the board. I am in trouble. I'm
Uh,
in trouble.
let's see here. I will. Can I use the ready and exhausted champion on my rat? Or a rat's not?
Yep,
Oh yeah, they're champion. Yeah. Okay. So
they're champions.
we'll go 1, 2. Ready it. Have it plop down here for treasure. So that was 2. I have 2 left. That'll mean I can command Jira here, and I'm gonna have her retreat a little bit behind this honor shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Um, okay.
on my turn.
Uh, yep. All right. I'm gonna move my rat here. I'm gonna move Emma here. I'm gonna banish this card to get some runes in this case, I think. And then with my 4, I cannot let you have more excavation sentries. That seems really bad. It's really bad. Life Bound and Fallen Champions have range. I don't have any Life Bound and Fallen Champions. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Ooh, Kythus. Have we shown off Kythus? Yeah, I
I,
don't think we've spoiled that one either.
I don't think we've spoiled Kythus yet, so
Gee, Willikers. We're giving away way too much in this stream.
you're right. We'll just delete it. You're right.
So, Kythus is the big bad in the set. Kythus is kind of the lord of the damned, basically the keeper of the gates of for the souls of the fallen. He's trying to take over the realm of Diafol, the infernal realm, and he captures souls. And so that's what he does. When you command him, you could banish a card, so banishing the hero, and then you get a Devour Soul token on to Kythus. So he gets bigger and bigger. The more and more you command him, the more he takes souls and gets stronger. Very powerful card, but costs 6 to be able to pull him in. And I can't afford that right now, and so I'm done.
I wish I could afford that, but we're also we're only at 5 command this turn, so 1 off and 4 to spend. So let's go ahead here. Not a lot of that. Doom Reaper's Cloak. We'll go ahead here. We'll buy the Dream Guide here with Ambush, my Life Bound, and Fallen Champions will have range this turn. And 5 to command. I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, and attack with range at Emma Ironheart here for 11 damage.
I gotta tell you, Vieric has done some work this game.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And
All right, you got it.
And we're we're gonna move that forest over there.
Killing my rat and basically locking out my
Good luck.
tree, a phalanx of forest. Wow. Wow. See, I see it. That's great. Well done.
And this rat is moving its way over here.
Yeah, I'm in trouble now of getting the wipeout completion here. If he grabs all of these beacons, I don't know if I can stop it. Okay. Cool.
Ooh.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Did we still want to say 15 points was victory, or?
Oh, are you at 22 already?
Yes, I am. We can keep going.
Well,
we're only
right.
40 minutes in. We can probably finish this
No,
we'll
20. Keep going. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, I mean, you got this game for sure, but I'm gonna have some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna actually get a little weird here. I'm gonna banish this Arbiter Circlet to get a Mystic, and then use that Mystic to buy the just revealed Fire Tyrant.
Okay.
Interesting. And then that gets me not only an ambush that gets a treasure, but because it's a 5-cost card of the Yoke Tribe War Priest, I get 2 treasures.
Double
treasures. Well, I just feel like I'm really under the gun right now without having any access to treasures. So I'm willing to get rid of a good card, like one of the cards I purchased, in order to get myself, try to get back in the game a little bit here.
Yeah.
I think I've got to just protect this freaking forge spot here. I think I'm just going to embarrassingly lose, as awkward as that is, but that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, let's go ahead play all these cards here. 2 treasures and Arya Redforge is 6 defense. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 command this turn. I'm gonna go for gonna Virik here, +1 speed.
Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna have him hit Arya Redforge
For 10.
for 11. But yes,
Okay. Oh,
and
yeah, you got a Devour Soul token. All
and
right. Yep. Arya's dead.
and then to end out the game, we're gonna have this forest come over
Ah!
here, flip that
Oh,
on
my
over,
goodness.
and I get an
The
immediate 10
tree.
points. The tree
The
victory.
trees. The tree. A full tree victory. That was amazing. Good job, Lucas.
Oh
Well
man,
done.
thank you. That was a lot of fun.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah. So you can see, for those of you that, or hopefully you're able to follow what's going on, you can play the game just like this. But if you have, if you've played Ascension Tactics before, you're familiar with it, you could see how much the dramatic new effects that we were putting in here, and nothing like you move around the borders, you reshape a board like this, the kind of accumulation of cool tokens, whether it be Devour Soul tokens or treasure tokens, the different kinds of mobility and different effects, like everything's designed to be balanced and played with the original, but it is like a very fascinating and fun new way to explore in this world that we've created. So hopefully you guys will join us and come, back to Kickstarter and or just at least join us in our Discord and come hang out and play some games. Like I said, we'll make this available for free for everybody to play by next week. So we're working on getting some final details here, but it's we're very proud of it. Very excited.
I'm gonna make it look nice and pretty for y'all. Get all the
Nice
fun
and pretty
artwork.
for y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I went ahead. I posted the link here. You can go to Kickstarter.com. The link right there that'll take you over to the Kickstarter. Even if you're not sure quite yet if you want to back it or not, you can go ahead and follow us. Every follow counts here. We're all the way up to 3,158 followers here, which I think is the most followers we've had on a campaign before launch. I think.
I think the original Tactics had about 4,000.
Ooh,
If I
okay.
remember correctly. It was close. So
Yeah.
we are on track to exceed it. So we want to beat that, and we may even come up with some fun incentives for people if we can get to something like 5,000 before the launch. So this is make sure I get it right this time. It is the February 21st, Tuesday the 21st. We will launch.
Mm-hmm.
There is a day one exclusive backer reward that so you can back the campaign on day one and get that reward, even if you back it for just a little bit. Just be a part of it. Very you can be a part of history. Get your name in the rule book, along with people like Lucas.
Well, all our names will be there. I think I got. No, I didn't. I wasn't day one on the original Ascension Tactics, so I'm not on that box.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, but now you work here, so now you can get
exactly.
on it.
Now my name, mine might be in a different spot this time. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. C. Gardner asks, solo scenarios to test. Well, we are working on new PVE scenarios, and I'm sure that we'll have those out. Maybe not when we release the mod here next week, but soon.
Yeah,
We'll definitely want people to try out those scenarios and let us know what they think.
yeah, they're. I'm really excited to see what you guys think of those. We have a lot of new solo scenarios. The campaign is really fun. We play with some of our cool new minis that we haven't revealed yet. And as mentioned, not only is it available solo play, also a now could play in the original version of Tactics. You could play solo or cooperative with one other person. Now you can play cooperative with up to 4 people altogether. We have some new mechanics that help support that. So PVE, good times. It's really fun. A great way to play with people who aren't, that aren't necessarily into the aggressive PvP and don't want to get crushed by a wall of forest like I was this game.
Exactly. There's something there for everyone. The PvE scenarios this time around are very intense and I'll say even pretty funny as well. Uh, I
Yeah, we have some entertaining ones. We have some. I mean, because it's again, every time you're designing these PvE campaigns, I view it like designing an entire other game. You really are creating a whole new game with new set of rules, new functions that layers on top of Ascension Tactics. So we really tried to switch it up, shake things up, make the games feel different from scenario to scenario, and we will absolutely be sharing that with y'all just as we get closer to the campaign and during the campaign, even after, because you guys play testing. and giving us your feedback also helps, right? This is not a finished game. It's part of the fun of Kickstarter, is we get to have your help to finalize this and make sure it's the best thing it can be.
Mm-hmm. Help us get those numbers just in the right space and find out what's fun for
Right.
y'all. Well, thank you everyone for joining us here tonight. Justin, do you have anything else you want to say before I begin sign off here, I guess?
No, I just want to say you've been doing such a great job with to be the only one hosting back in the day. And since you've been on the team, you've done such a great job helping build this community. I love seeing everybody out there engaging. We've obviously been spending a lot of time talking about Soulforge Fusion recently, which we are very excited about. And there's a European launch for those of you out there across the pond that's coming. Also in, I think that's what the
That
February
that's
23rd
what
date
that's
I
what
had in my head was.
23rd is. Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
so
knew
fortunate.
we were launching something. So that's coming out soon. But yeah, this is our baby, right? Ascension is the first game that I launched here at Stoneblade. It's the thing that we built the entire company around. And so this latest version of it is the biggest and baddest. More minis than original Ascension Tactics. Tons of cards, tons of cool scenarios, tons of fun stuff. So we're excited to have you along for the ride. Really excited to finally be able to talk about this and show it off. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And if you want to be kept up to date here on all the mini releases, make sure to follow us on social media. We have Stoneblade Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also follow us on. There's also Ascension pages on all those places except Instagram. And then, of course, we have Soulforge Fusion as well on Facebook and Twitter. Basically, whatever social media platform you use, we'll find a way. We're on TikTok here as well. We'll start doing some more fun mini reveals on there as well, because I believe I have a box of minis back there I'm willing to show off
Woohoo.
in the flesh. So or in the resin, as you will.
Yeah, minis of flesh is
No,
terrifying.
that's that
Oh,
they're all covered in lunch meat. It's very gross. Uh,
okay, this stream is going off the rails fast.
apparently, you haven't been paying attention to the other streams. This is on par for the course. Uh, I will go ahead here, and of course, the best place to get in contact with us is over on our Discord, where we're always hanging out here. We have people playing games like Soulforge Fusion, and sure enough, there'll be a new tactics mod out there for you to find somebody to play with. So if you aren't already on our Discord, what are you doing? Hop on over to Stoneblade Discord. Oh,
Yeah.
and now people have seen through my illusion here of how I get your face to work, because now they just saw a Discord text and whatnot. But now we're good. Back to Justin.
Well, you just said see us in the Discord,
So
and that's
yeah,
where they can see us.
yeah. Here,
That's where we're there right now,
this is
literally right now.
this
So if
is
you
the
come to
Discord.
Discord, you can talk. That's it. We're there while we're here.
Yeah,
We're two places at once.
we're always here, always there for you. Well, thank you everyone, and we will see you next week, same time, same place. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.